welcome back to our channel. Welcome to another video of Imagine Life with us. I'm Amanda. Jenna's at work, of course. She's off 2 days a week, Sundays and Mondays. So that's when we will be filming videos together to post the rest of the week. But I'm going to film this and go ahead and post it today because I think it's needed. So when I first started YouTube, I started my YouTube with my 17 and pregnant story. So I think I need to take it back a few years. So every relationship I had before my husband had been very, very, very toxic. They were only in it for one thing, and we know what that is. At 15 was the first time I got pregnant. Mind you, I was on birth control pills. I was taking them every day with both pregnancies. With my daughter, I was taking them, but I'm not gonna lie, I was missing a day here and there. My mom says we're just super fertile. So, with the first one, I was pregnant at 15. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna do this, blah, blah, blah. The guy was like, no, you're not. You're gonna have an abortion, and if you don't go have an abortion on your own, which, no, I'm not going to help you pay for. I'm going to make sure that you have an abortion by sending some girls over to your house to beat the out of your stomach. It is almost too disgusting to say. What kind of person would say that, right? You would think, right? He did. Okay? That emotionally effed me up. Right? So, of course, like, I was scared. I was really scared. I was really hurt. I was really scared. I really did not think it would go down the way it went down. I thought at least if we had to go that route, he would be there for me. No. I was completely wrong. So, I went to the doctor myself. In those days, it's about 2000. I was born in 85. I don't know how it is now, but I was allowed to go to the doctor by myself, and I was allowed to schedule the procedure by myself, but I ended up telling my mom. My mom took me. My mom was by my side during it. I remember every moment of it, which is awful. Awful. I don't want to remember that. I don't want to, you know? So, I should have learned, right? No. Teenagers know everything, right? You know, like, I got into a lot of trouble. I was a bad teenager. Thank God I've turned my life around because, like, I'm talking in juvenile hall twice when I was 14. Fighting at school, like, so that's the kind of guys I attracted. Okay, so I had another relationship where we were together for 2 months. 2 months. I am nothing special, like, at least in my eyes. Like, I am not the hottest girl on the block at all. Like, there were way more attractive females, you know, that he could have chosen, but he chose me. I broke up with him within 2 months, and he was like, hey, you know, come outside, come to this area of where you live. We lived in townhouses, and meet me outside, let's talk for a minute. Okay. Come outside. Jumped by 5 girls. 4, 5 girls. Yeah. That was when I was 14. That's when I was, that's when I was going in and out of juvenile hall and living a stupid life. But, so then, fast forward, I'm working at the clothing store that I met my husband at, and it was at the very beginning of when he just got hired, right? And, he found out, he heard that I was pregnant. So he was like, oh, I liked her, but he has told me this. He was like, oh, I liked her, but, you know, obviously she's pregnant, so that's not gonna happen, you know? And so, I talked to this guy. I kind of talked it out with this guy, and I had no idea he had more children. I had no idea exactly how old he was. I'm not gonna lie. I did lie about my age. I said I was older. I found out that he had a few children by a few moms. And I made the choice that I was not going to be baby mama number 3 and live that life. That's not the life that I wanted for myself. So at that point, I chose to have an abortion because I honestly don't believe that I can give a child up for adoption. I mean, I know it's like the most selfless thing that anybody can do. I don't think I could do it. Like, I think I would be so depressed afterwards. I don't think I could do it. So, you know, some people say I took the easy way out and had an abortion, whatever. Whatever your opinion is, that's your opinion, and I respect that. But, it's just not something that I could do. So, so then, fast forward, you know, my husband and I now, we started flirting back and forth at the store. He found out that I was no longer pregnant. He didn't know why, how, where, when. He just knew that I was no longer pregnant, so he invited me to go snowboarding with him. At that time, I did not know if he liked me or if it was going to turn into more. So I brought a friend along with me, and he brought a whole bunch of friends along with him, and so it turned into a whole night. Like, we went snowboarding, and then we went back to his sister's house, and we hung out, and we just talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. And then we had our first kiss. And then we hung out like every single day. Every single day we hung out. He brought me one rose. At one point, I had a rose, because I started hanging the roses upside down. So at one point, I had a picture of roses lining my whole bedroom wall. It was amazing. He was amazing to me. I had never in my life had a man treat me, or a guy, because I was still 17. I was 17. So, I had never had a guy treat me in that way. So, I mean, I was just in shock, you know, but then, fast forward 6 months, we dated for 6 months. Fast forward 6 months, my period was always on time, every 28 days, on time. It was like 2 days late. I could not wait. I'm a very impatient person, and I bought a pregnancy test, and I took it with me to work, and I took it, I had to work early in the morning, and I took it in my work's bathroom. So, I mean, it came up immediately. The second line was like, bam. Bam, you're pregnant. And so, I had been there before, right? So, I called him. I was like, hey, come by after work. Because he had a different shift than me. I got off, like 4 hours later than him. And so I was like, hey, come by, have lunch with me, and I need to talk to you. Those were the words I shouldn't have said, right? So he was like, why, what's up, and I'm like, no, just come by, I want to talk, I have something I need to talk to you about. He was like, what's up, what's going on, what's up? He wouldn't let me go with just come by after work, so I told him on the phone, and I could hear it in his voice that he was smiling. He came by after work, and he could not get that grin off his face. He was so happy, y'all. I had never experienced this. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure you're okay? Like, you're gonna be there, like, you want this, are you sure? And he was like, yeah. And we told my mom together, we told his mom together, his family lives in Fresno, we drove down to Fresno to tell everybody together, like, it was 10 times different than anything I had ever experienced. Tiger, stop it. So, I knew right there it was different, The first 3 months of pregnancy sucked, because I threw up every single day, right? But then, like, the rest of the pregnancy was pretty amazing. It really was, like, she was most active. Oh, when we had the ultrasound to find out. Sorry, I'm not even. Why did I not put on the tripod for this? I don't know. But the day we found out the gender, and he found out he was having his little girl, he won't tell you, but he had a few tears, and it was the most amazing thing to watch, you guys. These are all happy tears, okay? It was the most amazing thing to watch. my boyfriend, who I thought was gonna run off, the moment I told him he was that I was pregnant, had tears in his eyes, had tears flowing down his face when he found out he was gonna have his first baby girl. That was like legit the most amazing moment, you know? It really was. Really, 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 really. I'm sorry, y'all, but this always gets me, like, it's been so many years, but it never ceases to amaze me how much of a man he is. He's not no little F-boy. Like, he is a man, you know? He is the best. We now have 2 kids. We have a daughter and a son. We have our son 2 years and 3 months later. And they are now almost 12 and 14. And we've been together for 15 years. And he is like the most amazing father that I could ever imagine. He's the most amazing father. He's the most amazing husband. Like, I've been through a lot of struggles throughout the last 9 months. He has stood by my side. He has never, ever, ever left my side the whole time. We're probably that freaking Kim Kardashian ugly cry face right now. But it's real, y'all. These are real emotions. Okay, so I'm pregnant with her, and no lie, y'all. No lie, no exaggeration. My family all knows this, that this is the truth. I was in labor with my baby girl for 4 days. 24, 48, 72, 90, 96 hours, y'all. I shit you not. 96 hours. For real. For real. I went to the hospital 5 times for 4 days. I had contractions 5 minutes apart. The last time, I do not have that insurance anymore. I do not go to that hospital anymore, but I'm not gonna shit on any names, so I'm not gonna do that. But I don't go there anymore. So, they finally admitted me when her heart rate was dropping. When she was, if they would have just done an ultrasound, they would have seen what was going on. But she was sunny side up, meaning she was face up. They're supposed to be face down. There's nothing that, I mean, the birth of my son was amazing too, but nothing can compare to a birth, and nobody can really explain the feeling of a birth. You have to feel it yourself, and all you moms will know this, you know. So I mean, that's basically the story. I don't want to make it too long, you know. If you guys have any questions, any comments, please, please, please feel free to drop them down below. I would love to talk to anybody else with similar situations, you know, going from like the thugs to a man and living and going from A to Z. Like, my life went from A to Z. Literally. Like, it couldn't be more different than it was. I thought it was cool to hang out and get in trouble, and no. If there's any teenagers watching this, trust me, it's not cool. It's not at all. Drugs aren't cool. I don't drink alcohol. My husband doesn't drink alcohol. Like, we don't do anything. It's not cool. There's so many other things you can do to have fun. You know, honestly, there really are. You can go bowling. You can go play miniature golf. It's actually pretty freaking fun. Me and my husband go play miniature golf. Go to the movies. Go to a friend's house. Like, there's so many other things you can do to have fun than to get high, get drunk, commit crimes. You know, it's not cool. Well, you want street cred? Oh, you're cool. It's not cool. Trust me. It's not going to get you anywhere but jail or pregnant by somebody you don't want to be pregnant by. Trust. I've been there. Alright, y'all? So, that's my story. I'm going to replace the original story with this story because this one really explains the past so that you understand where I'm coming from. And it has a lot less of the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm able to say a lot more in a shorter amount of time. So, please, please, please connect with me if you need help. If you're in a situation where you need help, please, please send me a message. I'm on Instagram at Amajun Fam. AMAJUNFAM. DM me and I will respond to you. Guaranteed. Okay? If you're in a bad situation, let me know. I'll see what I can do. I have a lot of resources. Okay? I love you guys for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that little bell so that you'll be notified when we post a new video. And I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you so much to our supporters, our Amajun Fam. We are growing, and I can't wait to grow even more and to be able to help. Our purpose here is to really help others. Have a little fun. Be able to document our lives and help others. That is our true purpose here, honestly. So, see you next time, Amajun Fam. I'm sorry, y'all. I was just thinking, and I want to add one more thing into the video. I know there's a lot of people that are pro-life, and let me say this right now. I would never have an abortion again today, being married to my husband of 15 years. But if I hadn't have done, let's just say this, if I hadn't have done what I did, I wouldn't have my husband, and I wouldn't have my 2 children that I do. So, I mean, I feel that God kind of puts things in our path to teach us lessons and to guide us in a certain direction, and He guided me to my husband, and I got a marriage of I have a marriage of 12 years, and we've been together for 12. I have a daughter that's 14, going into high school with honors. She's going into honors class. She's starting her freshman year in honors classes in Avid, which she had to interview for and be accepted into. So she's a very, very smart girl. We have an amazing son that his mind works in amazing, amazing ways. He can make something out of nothing. His mind works in ways that didn't come from me, that's for sure. He amazes me so much at what he can create. As well as my daughter. I mean, she's so artistic, so creative. My kids are amazing. And if I didn't do what I did, I wouldn't have them. I wouldn't have my husband. So, you know, I understand 100% the pro-life, pro-choice, the difference in opinion, and I'm not going to get into that. That's not what this was about. But I just want to say, I just wanted to add that into it. So, that's all. I hope y'all have a wonderful day.